the first ones to do their presentation, and you're gonna have to step it up like them.
That's right.
All right, so go for it. Here we have FE Force. Everybody get introduce yourselves and your comic. Go for it.
Okay. I'm Dorothy, and the main idea of our comic, Iron Force, is that there's an orb that controls a portal between two realms, one magical and one non-magical, and it's being threatened by this person. And so the Iron Force have to go and stop the person from destroying it.
Okay.
Why don't we just introduce ourselves and then we can get into the story.
I'm Camille.
I'm Justin.
I'm Peter.
I'm Joel. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go. I'll put this up so you can. Okay. And Camille, why don't you go first?
Oh no, it's Dorothy.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh right. Okay. So this is like the orb, and wait,
Okay.
do I like read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We open on the orb, and then
On the orb.
and basically
Do I read the dialogue?
you can, but just explain the picture.
So that's the orb, and it's kind of giving out an alarm because it senses danger. So that guy gets the alert and sends a message to the Iron Force.
Who are folks in different realms? They're all in like a different planet. So each.
There's like one person from each world, and from each world and each realm. So, yeah.
Okay, this is my superhero based on Robin from the Teen Titans. In this picture right here, he's beating up a bad guy, both sipping coffee, just chilling. When he gets the alert, he has to go. Dorothy, want to read?
Well, this is my person, and she's training when she gets the alert, so.
Okay, this is Cyboy, based on Cyborg from the Teen Titans also. And he is playing with his food. These are 2 pepperoni pizzas, and this is smiley face, basically. When he gets the alert for whatever, it appears on his pizza box.
That's my character, and she is practicing. She's basically training, and she gets sick, and she falls into this guy.
Alright. So here we are at the meeting. The Nick Fury character calls everybody to the meeting and tells them that somebody's going to steal the orb.
Okay, this is going to be complex, but, okay, so, I guess we're all explaining how we're feeling right now, and, we're all reacting, we're all worried except for him, like Cyboy, he's just eating pizza, chilling, like, whatever, and Cat Lady, she, bounty hunter, like, they're just all very, like, in suspense, like who's stealing it. And so when she leaves the room, this guy, he tells everybody that it was her who's gonna steal the orb. And then when she's up on the roof and she overhears this, she runs off. Okay, so we all go our separate ways after, and Peter goes, like, we all go to think about what's happening. Peter goes to the pizza place, and I go to a coffee shop. So, yeah.
Anything better?
Yeah, for real.
And so we're on this one. And then Blackbird is contacting her 2 siblings, which look kind of retarded. So, should I explain the app? Yeah.
Actually, can I do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so Blackbird is using grapples to swing around like flying or somewhere and trying to get to the orb before Bounty Hunter does, but Bounty Hunter's already there.
Dorothy, you want to go?
I'll explain to it. So when Blackbird arrives there, Bounty Hunter's already there, and Blackbird starts trying to persuade her to join her side in being like evil and stuff. And then Bounty Hunter refuses, and so then she gets knocked out by Blackbird. And then the Hawk and Cyboy come and they see her, and they think Bounty Hunter's bad, so they think it's fine. But then Hawk handcuffs Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter explains she's not evil, and Blackbird is. She gets released, and meanwhile, Cyboy and Blackbird are fighting, and Cyboy gets kicked by Blackbird.
And Jaybird.
Oh, and Jaybird and Mockingbird arrive. Those are her siblings.
This is basically a giant fight scene now.
Okay. Should I go? Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. Okay. So they're all getting in fights. Mockingbird, her sibling, punches Bounty Hunter in the paw, and she breaks her paw, and then she kicks Mockingbird right in the face. Meanwhile, Hawk, my guy, is battling her other sibling, JB, and
Who's wielding a knife?
yeah. And
He takes out a knife.
he's psycho. He's a psycho. And so we're battling. My lip is bleeding, and then I tell Bounty Hunter to go get the orb. Okay, so then they have they're staring at each other, and it says, "It all comes down to this: surrender the orb." Is that it? Yeah. And then she says, I think that's Blackbird, says, "After I destroy the bridge, you have my permission to die." And they all chase everywhere. And so they swing. Yeah. Okay, so Psycho comes back.
Mr. Psycho.
Yeah, and he stabs me
Somehow has a
real
stomach.
in the stomach, and then you're moaning on the ground. Then Cyboy is engaging his flamethrower. The flamethrower's right there, and it's blasting her. It's blasting Blackbird. You see that glob? She's getting burned right here. You got that?
Okay, so I kick him in the gut, and Jaybird tries to escape with some scrabble, but Cyborg catches it and swings Jaybird into space.
Yeah, you might want to keep the space things in your mind, because it's important. Not important.
And then in this part, Hawk runs over and traps Blackbird with a net, and then Cyboy has his little catchphrase, "You have the right to remain silent." And so then Bounty Hunter takes the orb and puts it back in its place, and then Blackbird says, I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling heroes." And then we all ask, "Why'd you do it?" And then she explains why.
Well,
To control the universe and galaxies and realms. And then Cyboy says, "What the what?" And then Bounty Hunter says she had a bad feeling about you. And then they both get sent to jail.
No, not Bounty Hunter.
Yeah.
Blackbird and her.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. So after the orb incident, life goes back to a normal and slow pace or whatever, and everybody's like doing their normal thing, just like punching something, and then he's like doing something.
Putting up security cameras.
Yeah, whatever. And then Cyboy's watching TV and eating pizza, always eating pizza, and it comes on with this guy. Yeah, I'm on the news. And he's like, it says, "An astonishing incident consisting in a attempted savage of mysterious orb that connects our that connects our
Should I
two
read-
realms. We have the hero Hawk here for an interview on this case, and he says, "You say you did this all by yourself. Is that correct?" "Yep, all by myself, no doubt." And then she comes in.
And then Bounty Hunter comes in and punches him. And then he's like, well, a little help. And then they ask, but who? And he goes, the Iron Force. And so then,
Okay, so the guy who's floating, who he got thrown in space, he's floating right here. He's like, "Guys, sorry, help." There you go. Good
Now, let me ask you a couple of questions. So, whose idea were the characters?
All of
well,
us?
we all made up a different character.
Okay.
Is he Dr. Fury?
And the dialogue, you wrote your own character's dialogue?
yeah.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with the idea for the story itself?
Well, we kind of all just were like, hey, and we kind of just decided on that.
We kind of based it on TV shows. We kind of based it off the Avengers and the Teen Titans and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, the orb was kind of like the Tesseract and the Avengers. It kind of was really powerful.
Okay.
It's not really powerful.
Yes, it is.
I got a question. Will Psycho come back in the next issue? Because I like it.
I will consider that.
You could probably see him on the streets going all like
That'd be really
in
good.
a background scene.
All right, one last question. Did y'all have fun this weekend?
Yes.
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 Are you planning on being artists in the future?
Yes.
Sure.
All right, good job, everybody. All right, so everybody take your time with your rest of your stuff.